10th Standard Science, Chapter 22, Environmental Management. The listener book back answers பார்க்கலாம். First Roman letter, fill in the blanks. First one, deforestation leads to dash in rainfall, decrease in rainfall. Second one, removal of soil particles from the land is called dash. Answer, soil erosion. Third one, Chipko movement is initiated against dash. Answer, deforestation. Fourth one, dash is a biosphere reserve in Tamil Nadu, Nilgiris. Fifth one, tidal energy is dash type of energy, renewable type of energy. Sixth one, coal, petroleum and natural gas are called dash fuels, fossil fuel. Seventh one, dash is the most commonly used fuel for production of electricity. Answer, coal. Second Roman letter, state whether the true or false. Correct the statement which are false. First one, biogas is a fossil fuel. The statement is true. Second one, planting trees increases the groundwater level. The statement is true. Third one, habitat destruction causes loss of wildlife. The statement is true. Fourth one, nuclear energy is a renewable energy. The statement is false. The correct statement, nuclear energy is a non-renewable source of energy. Fifth one, overgrazing prevents soil erosion. The statement is false. The correct statement, overgrazing can lead to soil erosion. Sixth one, poaching of wild animals is a legal act. The statement is false. Correct statement, poaching of wildlife is illegal. Seventh one, national park is a protected park. The statement is true. Eighth one, Wildlife Protection Act was established in 1972. The statement is true. Third Roman letter, match the following. Answer, first one, soil erosion. Answer, removal of vegetation. Second one, biogas. Answer, CO2. Third one, natural gas, non-renewable energy. Fourth one, greenhouse gas, acid rain. Fifth one, CFL bulbs, energy savings. Sixth one, wind, renewable energy. Seventh one, solid waste, lead and heavy metals. Fourth Roman letter, choose the correct answer. First one, which of the following is RF fossil fuel? First, tar. Second, coal. Third one, petroleum. Answer, second and third are correct. Second one, what are the steps will you adapt for better waste management? Answer, option D, all of the above. Third one, the gas released from vehicles exhaust are first point carbon monoxide, second one sulfur dioxide, third point oxides of nitrogen. Answer, option D, first, second and third are correct. Fourth one, soil erosion can be prevented by option B. Answer, afforestation. Fifth one, a renewable source of energy is option D, trees. Sixth one, soil erosion is more where there is option C. Answer, rainfall is high. Seventh one, an inexhaustible resource is option A, wind power. Eighth one, common energy source in village is option D. Answer, wood and animal dung. Ninth one, greenhouse effect refers to option D. Answer, warming of earth. Tenth one, a cheap, conventional, commercial and inexhaustible source of energy is option C. Answer, wind energy. 11th one, global warming will cause option D. Answer, all of these. 12th one, which of the following statement is wrong with respect to wind energy? Option B. Answer, the blades of windmill are operated with the help of electric motor. Fifth Roman letter, answer in a sentence. First question, what will happen if trees are cut down? Cutting down of trees gives rise to ecological problems like flood, drought, soil erosion, loss of wildlife, extinction of species, imbalance of biogeochemical cycle, alteration of climatic conditions and desertification. Second one, what would happen if the habitat of wild animals is distributed? Answer, the animal will not be able to find food, shelter or live with its community. Such animals tend to migrate into residential areas, fields, etc., affecting human life. Third question: what are the agents of soil erosion? Answer: agents of soil erosion are high velocity of wind, air currents, flowing water, landslides, human activities, deforestation, farming and mining, and overgrazing by cattle. Fourth question: why fossil fuel are to be conserved? Answer: fossil fuel refer to coal and petroleum. First point: the formation of this fossil fuel is a very slow process and takes very long period of time for renewal. Second point: they are available in limited amounts in nature. Therefore, the coal and petroleum reserve can get exhausted. If we use them at a rapid rate, those they must be conserved. Fifth question: solar energy is a renewable energy. How? Answer: it is said to be renewable since it is available in unlimited amount in nature. It can be renewed over a short period of time and can be harvested continuously. Sixth question: how are e-waste generated? Answer: e-waste are generated called as electronic waste, which includes the spoiled, outdated, non-repairable electrical and electronic devices. They are generated at houses, industries, etc. Sixth Roman letter short answer questions. First one: what is the importance of rainwater harvesting? First point: rainwater harvesting is a technique of collecting and storing rainwater for future use. Second point: the main purpose of rainwater harvesting is to make rainwater percolate under the ground so as to recharge groundwater level. Advantages of rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting helps to, third point, overcome the rapid depletion of groundwater level. Fourth point, to meet the increased demand of water. Fifth point, reduces flood and soil erosion. Then sixth point, water stored in ground is not contaminated by human and animal waste and hence can be used for drinking purpose. Second question: what are the advantages of using biogas? First point: it burns without smoke and therefore causes less pollution. Second point: an excellent way to get rid of organic waste like bio waste and sewage materials. Third point: leftover slurry is good manure rich in nitrogen and phosphorus. Then fourth point: it is safe and convenient to use. Then fifth point: it can reduce the amount of greenhouse gases emitted. Third question: what are the environmental effects caused by sewage? First point: untreated sewage or wastewater generated from domestic and industrial process is the leading polluter of water sources in India. Second point: sewage water results in agricultural contamination and environmental degradation. Fourth question: what are the consequences of deforestation? Deforestation gives rise to ecological problems like flood, drought, soil erosion, loss of wildlife, restriction of spaces, imbalance of biogeochemical cycle, then alteration of climatic condition and desertification. Seventh Roman letter long answer questions. First question: how does rainwater harvesting structures recharge groundwater? Answer: the main purpose of rainwater harvesting is to make the rainwater percolate under the ground so as to recharge groundwater level. Then methods of rainwater harvesting. First point: rooftop rainwater harvesting. Rooftops are excellent rain catchers. The rainwater that falls on the roof of the houses, apartments, commercial buildings, etc. is collected and stored in the surface tank and can be used for domestic purpose. Second point: recharge pit. In this method, the rainwater is first collected from the rooftops or open spaces and is directed into the percolation pits through pipes for filtration. Then third point: after filtration, the rain enters the recharge pit or ground wells. Second question: how will you prevent soil erosion? Management of soil erosion. First point, retain vegetation cover so that soil is not exposed. Second point, cattle grazing should be controlled. Third point, crop rotation and soil management improve soil organic matter. Fourth point, runoff water should be stored in the catchment. Fifth point, reforestation, tracking and contour plucking. Then sixth point, wind speed can be controlled by planting trees in form of shelter belt. Third question, what are the sources of solid waste? How are solid waste managed? Sources of soil waste. First point, solid waste mainly included municipal waste, hospital waste, industrial waste and e-waste, etc. Second point, the soil waste are dumped in the soil which result in landscape pollution. Then third point, solid waste management involves the collection, then treatment and proper disposing of solid material that is discarded from the household and industrial activities. Methods of solid waste disposal. First point, segregation. It is the separation of different types of waste material like biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. Second point, sanitary landfill. Solid waste are dumped into low-lying areas. The layers are compacted by trucks to allow settlement. The waste materials get stabilized in 2 to 12 months. The organic matter undergoes decomposition. And third point, incineration. It is the burning of non-biodegradable solid waste, medical waste in properly constructed then furnace at a high temperature. Fourth point, composting. Biodegradable matter of solid waste is digested by microbial action or earthworms and converted into humus. Then recycling waste. First point, papers from old books, magazines and newspapers are recycled to produce paper in paper mills. Second point, agricultural waste like coconut shells, jute cotton, stalk, bagases, sugarcane can be used to make paper and hardboard. Paddy husk can be used as a livestock fodder. Third point, cow dung and other organic waste can be used in gobar gas plant to provide biogas and manure for fields. Then 3R approach. The 3R approach such as reduce, reuse and recycle may be followed by effective waste management. Fourth question, enumerate the importance of forest. Answer first point, forests are an important component of our environment and are dominated by bioorganisms, flowering plants, shrubs, climbers, dense trees and provide a vast habitat for wild animals. Second point, forests also contribute to the economic development of our country. Then third point, forests are vital for human life. It is a source for a wide range of renewable natural resources. Then fourth point, they provide wood, food, fodder, fiber and medicine. Fifth point, forests are major factors of environmental concern. They act as a carbon sink, regulate climatic conditions, increase rainfall, reduce global warming, prevent natural hazards like flood and landslides, protect wildlife and also act as a catchments for water conservation. Then sixth point, they also play a vital role in maintaining the ecological balance. Fifth question, what are the consequences of soil erosion? Removal of upper layer of soil by wind and water is called soil erosion. The top layers of the soil contains humus and mineral salts which are vital for growth of plants. Soil erosion causes, first point, significant loss of humus and nutrients. Third point, it decreases the fertility of the soil. Third point, vegetation cover cannot be retained. Fourth point, this will affect groundwater levels. Sixth question, why is the management of forest and wildlife resource considered as a challenging task. First point, expanding human population results in expanding needs. Forests provide a variety of resources to fulfill man's needs. Second point, forests are destroyed for reasons like agriculture, urbanization, construction of dams, roads, buildings, industries, hydroelectric projects, etc. And third point, a lot of these projects are released to the economic growth of the country. Fourth point, natural resources are conserved for their biological, economic, and recreational values. The use of natural resources in excess and unplanned way lead to imbalance in the environment. Fifth point, wildlife is needed for maintaining biological diversity. It also helps in promoting economic activities and generates revenue through tourism. Conservation of forest and wildlife is interrelated. Over exploitation of forest cover areas has resulted in animals becoming extinct, then threatened or on verge of extinction. Sixth point, a judicious balance should be maintained between exploitation of resources and its replacement. Proper utilization and management of nature and its resources is termed as conservation. Seventh Roman letter, we have built a sustainable world which should last forever. There should be a sharing of global resources among living organisms. Then seventh point, those management of forest and wildlife is indeed a challenging task. Eighth Roman letter, assertion and reasoning. In each of the following question, a statement of assertion is given and a corresponding statement of reason or of the four statements given below mark the correct answer. First one, assertion. Rainwater harvesting is to collect and store rainwater. Reason, rainwater can be directed to recharge the underground water source. Answer, both assertion and reason are true and the reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Second one, assertion. Energy efficient bulb like a CFL must be used to save electric energy. Reason, CFL bulb or costlier than ordinary bulbs. Hence, using ordinary bulb can save our money. Option A answer, both assertion and reason are true and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Ninth Roman letter, higher order thinking skills. First question, although coal and petroleum are produced by degradation of biomass, yet we need to conserve them. Why? First point, coal and petroleum are formed by the degradation of biomass of plants and animals buried deep under the earth millions of years ago. Then second point, the coal and petroleum reserves can be exhausted if we keep using them at a rapid rate. Then third point, the formation of these fossil fuels, coal and petroleum is a very slow process and takes very long period of them for renewal. Then fourth point, hence it is necessary to conserve them for future use. Then fifth point, they can be done by reducing their consumption. Second question, what are the objectives for replacing non-conventional energy resources from conventional energy resources? First point, the commercial source of energy includes fossil fuels, coal, oil and natural gas and nuclear power. Then second point, these sources of energy are expensive and are becoming limited. The non-conventional energy resources such as solar power, wind energy, hydropower, etc. seem to be promising since they are available abundantly or cheap and can meet the demand for our nation. Hence, steps are taken to replace commercial sources with non-conventional sources of energy. Third question, why is the government imposing ban on the use of polythene bags and plastics? Suggest alternatives. How is this ban likely to improve the environment? First point, polythene bags and plastics are non-biodegradable materials. Second point, if they are used, they accumulate the soil, water bodies, etc. Third point, In the soil, they get buried and alter the nature of the soil. It prevents aeration of soil and affects more microbes. Excessive accumulation of plastic and can render the soil barren. Then fourth point, in water bodies they cover the water surface and prevent oxygen from diffusion into the water, thereby affecting aquatic flora and fauna. And fifth point, plastic covers also find their way into the stomach of animals during feeding and may even prove to be fatal. Sixth point, burning of plastics produces dioxin, which can cause developmental and reproductive problems, damage the immune system. Then alternate method to avoid plastics are: first point, use bags made of eco-friendly materials. Second point, use dining plates. Then cups made of biodegradable material instead of plastic plates and cups. Then third point, use vessels or containers made of steel. Then fourth point, carry out our own clothes bag for shopping. The ban on plastics by the government will improve the environment because first point, plastic waste will be reduced and slowly disappear. Second point, it will help the water bodies and soil to promote microbial growth. Then third point, it will lead to decrease in challenge faced by government in disposal of solid waste. Then fourth point, human being will not exposed to health hazards caused by use of plastic, especially during dining plates and cups. 10th Roman letter, value based questions. First question, why is it not possible to use solar cells to meet our energy needs? State 3 reasons to support your answer. First point, solar cells are expensive. Second point, if energy needs are high, huge solar panels need to be installed, which is not economically viable for all. Then third point, sunlight must be available throughout the year. Second question, how would you dispose the following waste? A, domestic waste like vegetable peels. Then option B, industrial waste like metallic cans. Can the disposal protect the environment? How? Option A, it can be disposed by composting in the garden. This will help to decompose the waste and return the nutrients to the soil, thereby adding to the fertility of the soil. This will also help to manage the waste. Option B, metallic cans must be given to recycling units. The cans will be melted and can be reused to make the other objects. This will help to manage the waste and reuse it. Third question, list any 3 activities based on 3R approach to conserve natural resources. First point, reduce use of natural resources. Example, coal. Then second point, reuse the waste whenever possible. Example, water from kitchen can be used for growing plants. Then third point, recycle materials where possible. Examples, use of treated sewage water for gardening. Then option B, bio waste to be made into compost. So the lesson over. Thank you for watching.